And to get the building materials in the first place, often you would demolish hills to get stone and soil and whatnot. So the more people kind of live in that place, the more modified and changed the landscape would be. That's how it usually works. Like sometimes you see place names that say that it's a hill or a beach, and there's no beach there or there's no hill there. Like in the city I live in, Auckland, in New Zealand, for example. There's a street in the city called Beach Parade. I think it's called Beach Parade. And a while ago it actually was a parade next to a beach. But then they reclaimed some land later on, and the beach is gone. But the road is still there, and it's still called Beach Parade, and there's no beach. So that happens in cities. Like the landscape gets changed so much over time that things like that can happen. There's like Beach Parade. Wait a minute, there's no beach. What's going on? I think it's called beach. And like Freeman's Bay, it's the same thing. Like Freeman's Bay, you go to Freeman's Bay now, it's just a park. It's a big piece of land. There's no bay there. There's no water there. Again, it's reclaimed land, and so there used to be water there, but not anymore. And the tall grass is really annoying. Maybe they need to change the mechanic of how the tall grass works. Because we really can't just put a block at their bay. Look at that, you can't do that. Why not? Why can't you do that? You can't do that either. I'm not a big fan of the tall grass right now. Alright, so we flattened everything in a rather unceremonious fashion. What to do? Sandstone? Let's go with sandstone. Okay. So it's just gonna be a foundation, I believe. Nothing fancy at all. Sandstone stairs around the edge and the sandstone blocks in the middle. Sandstone. And we might think about clay. Might think about colored clay. No, don't do that. To maybe, put some center marks in or something. Although I don't want to. Not sure if I should do that very much. It might be a bit daunting. I don't know if you guys feel that sometimes. Like it's kind of like daunting to just start off a project with nothing, especially if you don't have a good idea already. Like you kind of don't really know what you're doing, and you're starting off with nothing. So in a way, I might want to help with that a little bit, like giving the player a little bit of something to start with. I kind of do that with the statue base there. Like, there's the center. Go put it in the center. That's basically what that's saying. Just put the statue right here, and you'll be fine. So that's kind of what that is doing, or that's what it's supposed to do. Who likes that? Who likes the rain? Maybe if it's not that loud, it'll be okay. Maybe if it's just quieter. I should make a mod, shouldn't I? Is there a mod, like a quiet rain mod? Or like a gentle rain mod? Maybe I'll make it. So it's just kind of like a light drizzle, and you don't hear much. And that's the rain. I should do that. Because right now the thunderstorms is pretty much the same volume as the normal rain. Which is weird, right? I should fill this in. Like the thunderstorms are literally the same volume. This is that's a lot to fill in. Alright, we'll fill in the whole thing. We'll fill in a reasonable part of it. When I do the mausoleum, I have to make sure to fill in. I don't know how many blocks should I fill in. Like I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 or 5 blocks under the mausoleum as well. Just so if people kind of dig out a little bit, or even accidentally punch a hole in the ground. They don't just fall through. That's kind of awkward if they do that. Let's fill all this in with grass blocks. Massive cave here though. Maybe we should go look for diamonds. Um, light. No. No. So the Christian temple is the church. The Jewish temple is the synagogue, right? The Muslim temple is the mosque. The Buddhist temple is... Well, there's a special name in Chinese, but in English it's just temple. It's basically all the same thing, just different names. Alright, we're back outside. How much do I want to fill in? Oh, up to here? Alright. Let's just leave it at that for now. Actually, no, let's just fill in a little bit more. Let's leave it at that for now and continue with our sandstone. Although I need to do this. I should remove the orange wool as well, shouldn't I? Right, so there's that, and then remove that, put in sandstone. Why is it? Oh, because it's I'm putting it on the top of the grass. I don't know, should grass just not... I don't know. I guess you need to be able to punch the grass to destroy it. But maybe it should just not interact with anything else. Like it should not interact with the right click, maybe, with any block placement. So if you're placing blocks, maybe it should just be completely transparent. But if you punch it, you can destroy it. Would that mess up anything else? Alright, let's just put that there. Right. So let's remove the orange. And then put in the sandstone. I should get rid of the flowers as well. Alright, we just plowed the whole thing flat. Yes, that's what we do. Alright, so break all of that. And dirt. And more dirt. And sandstone. I like the top of the sandstone, this texture here. Nice and smooth. Now we need to think about what we can do to mark out certain things on the sandstone that might help players. Maybe I'll mark the corners and the centers. I guess I'll just go back and mark the thirds because it is kind of in thirds. That might be helpful. The exercise is to design or build a temple, some sort of temple, with 3 different door sizes and 3 different ceiling heights. And that is to learn about spatial hierarchy and scale and proportions. 3 different ceiling heights and 3 different, door sizes. I don't know if you want to try and think about how you might do that. So the idea is like the taller a space is, the more important it is, right? And doors, the bigger the door is, the more important it is. So like side doors will be smaller than the main doors. And so by doing that, you kind of think about spatial hierarchy, like what's important, what's not important, and how that makes a difference in the way you build things, and in the sizes of things, and in the proportions of things. Or like, the room where everybody gathers, obviously it's going to be bigger because you need the space for everyone together. And these pigs just won't leave me alone. Tall grass. And it is like, it's 3. I specify 3 ceiling heights and 3 door sizes. I don't know if it does to you, but it implies to me that it will be symmetrical. I don't know if it should it? Maybe it shouldn't. Maybe it's just me. Maybe you shouldn't make this symmetrical, and it'll be better for it. So in my head, it's symmetrical, for some reason. I want to give the player a lot of freedom to choose what to do as well, so I want to give a little bit of help, not too much help. What does the white or the yellow clay look against? Maybe not the yellow, yellow's too bright. What does the white clay look against this? Or even marble, not marble, quartz. We don't use quartz as a building material in real life except we turn it into glass. It's marble. The white stuff is marble. You can tell the game's made by engineers, because quartz is what you would use if you're an engineer to make redstone components. But marble is what you would use if you're an architect to make buildings. So you can tell those guys are engineers. Because they call it quartz and not marble. Like why would you call it marble? You can call it marble. Look at this, like a pillar quartz. That's marble. Alright, so let's see, what can we use? Let's see what the marble looks like. And what the white stained clay looks like. Fascinating. That's a little bit pink. The so-called white stained clay is a little bit pink, so we're gonna leave that. We're gonna mark the corners with this. And I guess we're also going to mark the center line, which conveniently lines up with the other center line. Alright, we're gonna mark those out. I think that's helpful. I do think that's helpful to just kind of lay that out. I mean, if I were to build things myself, I would count blocks anyway. So this kind of saves me a bit of work on counting blocks. If I just kind of mark this stuff out, right? So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's do that. And we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's not 6 in the middle though, is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ah, that might confuse people. Anyway, you need to do your own counting if you don't like what I've done. It's not quite the same size. Alright, let's leave that there. And leave that there. And then leave that there. So pretty subtle, but hopefully helpful to people if they want to, decide what to build. I mean, once I do that, people are gonna put walls on those lines probably. I mean, that would be the first. Would that be the first impulse to like kind of just put walls along here? Probably. All right, so a little bit of help there. So like even that is significantly more help than I'm giving you with this patch of gravel. Look at this gravel. Let's go swim in the gravel. Gravel. So that's slightly more help than the empty patch of gravel. Now for the mausoleum, which I need to dig out most of it. So yes, what to do? I'm gonna shovel or hoe. I'm gonna diamond hole my way out a giant massive pit. I think I'll make it like 1 block higher than the outside, so like here, and I'll dig out a massive pit with this as the boundary. And so then I'm gonna take a break, and when I come back, there'll be a massive hole in the ground right here. I maybe I should use world edit or something, because this is gonna be like a chore. Anyway, I'll be back in the next video. Oh, glowstone? Should I put glowstone? No, I'll leave. No, I'll leave that. Alright, I'll be back.